EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Here's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can come up with decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 21. After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now the drive they started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one is right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher pressure there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Watson. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the point. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. Quickly a slant to Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very 1st play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him. Reeling it in on the out route. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Play action. Now Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. The open man here, Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson back to Renfro again, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a snap.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Watson. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. Touchdown Raiders! Robert Tunyon as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuebu now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing now. Wilson on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On fourth down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They go play action with Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Wilson will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He hits Adams complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 35. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing on third down, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this week.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. they will take a knee here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Las Vegas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.